Hello, my name is Design Ghost and welcome to another episode of our design series where we learn everything design. If you are new here and if not subscribed to our channel yet, kindly subscribe to our channel and don't forget to put us on post notifications so that you do not miss any amazing content we post here. Today, I am going to take you through step by step on how to design this church flyer using Photoshop. If you're a designer, you are a creative looking forward to purchase a graphic pack, in the description is a link to our store where you can find premium graphic packs to speed up your process and to ease your process. So let's go back right into the video. Remember to share for others to benefit if you find it helpful, and remember to leave a thumbs up for YouTube to recommend this video for others. Remember to share, like and subscribe for more videos like this. And so as usual, we are going to create a new document and we are going to file, new, and as usual we are going to inches, a width of 5, a height of 6, a resolution of 300, orientation of portrait, pixels/inches, color mode RGB color, 8-bit, background content of white, and you create. Beautiful. And so we are going to add layer, and then we are going to go into blend options, gradient overlay, and let's look through our gradient. And we can choose that. Let's bring this up a bit. Great. I grab another empty layer and then I pick this particular color, which is purple, and brush. I choose the soft brush. I increase the brush size on great. Now I add another layer to it. Then I pick a darker color of this. You can pause the video and take the color code, right? Okay, my brush tool again, and then great. So we have this as our background. Control G to group, and we are going to add an image to the background so that it shows through the background, so the background is not that plain like this. So we move to Pinterest and we are going to use any of these pictures as our pastors, so we Pinterest, so we search Pinterest, and we are looking for exchange church image, Okay. Let's look for exchange image. Okay, let's look for button. Exchange. Let's add PNG. I think this is going to fit. So we can copy this image and we paste and we put it here. Then we change the layer mode. Let's check screen, soft light. So I grab my eraser tool and I clean the edge that is showing. So great. Now I can take an extreme lighter version of this color. Then I add another layer brush, reduce it a bit, then great. So I can take this one to this part a bit. Great. Now I can select or Control Alt E to merge and make a duplicate of it. I think I should take this one back a bit. Great. Now Control Alt E, then image adjustment, color lookup. Let's choose one that is going to fit well. I think this is okay. So we can name this background. And the theme for the program is, the title for the program is Divine Exchange. So we type Divine Exchange. And X. And we are going to use a font called Ariza. Great. So Divine, and we paste Exchange and the same font, Ariza. Great. So let's do a bit of touches to this. So I'm going to cut this part X, duplicate this, paste, so that I can have the chance to increase the exchange, the E, and it's going to look this way. Then this, I'm going to convert it into a shape. Great. Then I'm going to pick the direct selection tool, and I'm going to take this tool up, and I'm going to select this part, take it down a bit, not too much. This part, great. Now I have this, so I can bring Divine here and scale it down a bit, and okay, so I can group that, make sure it's in the middle, deselect, take it up, scale it down a bit, and let's see what we can do, because let's apply a gradient to this. So let's find a gradient that is going to fit well for that, but because they are two separate chests, let's Control Alt and merge and duplicate it, and then hide this one, group, and we hide it. So we select this on gradient overlay, and we come in here. Let's choose this and see. Okay, and so we can give it a stroke outside, print overlay, and can decrease it a bit, and the opacity down. No, let's decrease it to 10, and we have that. Okay, so we have this. Let's go in stroke, reduce the opacity again. We don't want it to be too visible. Great, 10 is okay. And we are going to add presents, so we are going to present I think it's not a good idea to put it here, so let's put it there. And we are going to use poppins. We make sure it's caps lock. Scale it down. Center, Control D to deselect. Okay, you can break it down on Divine, So 2026. And let's see Ariza. Great. So let's use paw pens. Supposed to be 26, and let's scale that down. Move to and grab the pen to just have to be creative. Just doing something like that. And we can close it up. And I think that is okay. So we can call this title. And title, can take it a bit up. Then theme, so we can say theme. And the theme, we are going to use a default text. Great. Poppins regular. And we want something simple. So we grab a rectangle and our rectangle, it has no fill, but we are going to give it a stroke. And the stroke white, and Control D to deselect group, so we can call that theme. Take that a bit up. Great. So inside the theme, see the space here is bigger than the space up here, so let's position that well. Down a bit, to the right a bit. Control A, and it's already in the center. So now we bring in our pastels or our characters. So we come to Pinterest, and as I said, we download this. We are looking for 3 images, so we can add this, and we can add this fine man. Great. Oops. So this is the only image that came. And because the edges are fine, we can ask Photoshop to select the subject since the edges are fine. Now we invert the selection, and we can delete. Control D to deselect. And then we change the resolution to about 150. Then we take it to our scene. position it down. Down here. And so because the other images did not come, we are going to copy them directly. So we copy, we paste, then we ask Photoshop to do the selection because it also has fine edges. Then we invert the selection and we delete. Control D to deselect, and we can scale it down, and we can position him behind, so we can scale it up a bit. Great. Now let's go back there and pick this image, and then we copy, we paste. So this particular space will be the space where you are going to use the images that your clients have given you. All right, so we wait, then we invert, then we delete. Mind you, if your image is not having a sharp edge and then you are going to use this technique to take off the background, it's going to give you issues and problems. All right, so you keep that in mind. So now we can group the three, call it images. Then we'll make sure it's in the center. Great. We can add another layer to it, to the images, and we grab this particular color, our brush tool, and then we can actually do that to it. Let's see. Okay, so we grab our eraser tool and we clean their faces. All right, now a rectangle with rounded corners, then we drag, and this time around we give it a feel. We increase the corners a bit, and then we can Control J, and great. So I can come in here, give it a gradient overlay, and we want something like that, and let's change the angle. Okay, we apply the same thing to the base, gradient overlay. So here we put in the date, the location, and all that. So I'm going to use the same eraser for date 31st of August 2026. I'll just leave that, and eraser. Oops. So eraser does not support numbers, so we are going to use ball pins. Let's use ball pins, and -5, that is letter spacing, color of white, and let's scale it up. We can add our 2026. And then we can add other information down here, so just default. I reduce this to about 5, this to about 0, and this about 6. And from medium to regular, and then here location. So location, I'll just duplicate this, and I can see venue, let me scale it down a bit. So you arrange it how you want it to be. All right, so we are going to pick colors from here, and that is too much. Okay, so this, I'll maintain the white for that. So we can add another text here for more information. So for more information, info, contact, one, two, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can repeat this number, copy, and we can paste. Bold, deselect, and we can scale it up a bit because it's too small, and that's it. And so we can add their names here, so I'll duplicate this and can say Bishop AA Benson. So these are not their names, of course, they are not their names. So 6, all right, and here can see Reverend Anani Emmanuel and I can do same here, and I can say Pastor Kofi Yeboah, right? So their surnames, I can change the font to regular to make it a bit nice. All right, so I make all of them like that. Their surnames regular. Okay, so you can add as much editing as you want to this particular flyer. The aim was just to keep it simple and clean. All right, so that's it. We should add the logo and we are good to go. So you can group all of this and call it names, and this group info, and of course we just have to put a default text here as logo. So you put your church name or the church that you are designing first name there, their logo and their details over there. All right, and we'll make sure it's in the center, and that's it. So let's make it bold and thick. Bold, great. So whichever way you want it to be, you have the liberty, but this should be the ground for you to build on. You have the liberty to add whatever you want to add to it, add changes. So let me see if I can do something here. Flat mounting, okay, so this, I got this, and I can copy that and come to Photoshop, then I paste on top of this and scale it up, you know. Select subject and let's see, because I want Photoshop to select this wave for me. Okay, it didn't do the work so well, so deselect, grab my magic eraser to, and this is a bit okay, and I can take it to screen or overlay or soft light. I think soft light is okay, and that is how you can add some touches to it to make it nice and appealing and all that. And so I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, kindly give it a thumbs up and remember to share for others to benefit. If you're a designer that is looking for a graphic pack to buy, in the description is a link to our store where you can find premium packages to speed up your design processes. And this brings us to the end of today's episode of our design series. If you've watched up to this point and you've not subscribed yet, kindly subscribe to our channel and don't forget to put us on post notifications so that you do not miss any amazing content we post here. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe to the channel if you've not. My name is Design Ghost and see you in the next episode. Bye.